High temperatures cause coral bleaching. High temperatures cause coral bleaching. A member of the nation's appointed National Reform Council told listeners in Phuket 14th May that hot weather afflicting the three Andaman Sea provinces of Phuket, Phang and Krabi was causing environmental destruction. Dr. Thorn Damrong Nawasawat said that temperatures in the Andaman Sea had reached crisis levels, with the result that coral beds in various spots have already begun to bleach white. He said continued high temperatures over the next week to 10 days would compound the problem considerably, adversely affecting both the marine environment and tourism. On a more optimistic note, however, he said that circumstances are not yet serious to the utmost degree. Comparing how the bleaching phenomenon is being handled this year with how it was done 6 years ago, the doctor said that in 2010 authorities waited until coral was almost fully bleached white before closing the reefs to tourism. This year, on the other hand, officials started closing down the reefs to tourism as soon as the bleaching phenomenon began. He said Koh Yung is already closed and suggested Maya Bay at Phi Phi Don Island would also be closed. The purpose of closing such sites is to protect their quality as spawning grounds, the doctor said. But high temperatures are not the only threat to the Andaman's famous coral reefs. Dr. Thorn also cited pollution as a factor, explaining that whether corals recover from bleaching in future is largely dependent upon water quality. He gave as an example the Phi Phi Islands. There, a sewage treatment system has been built, but it can handle only 16% of the island's wastewater. Thus, it should be expanded, but this can be done only at great expense and with financial support from the central government. He said, in fact, that water pollution is by far the most worrisome problem because it is everywhere the same and cannot presently be dealt with effectively except at terrible expense. So we cannot solve the problem yet, he said. He gave as his opinion that the government must enter the field in a big way and allow no slack. It needs to be across the board, nationwide, he suggested, or perhaps it would be better to start first by cleaning up the sea. That would help a lot. With regard to the issue of tourists stepping on corals or taking protected sea life, the doctor said such problems are easily solved without recourse to big budget appropriations, merely by spending the time to build correct understanding.